If you have issues finding the factors of a quadratic equation when you are factorizing, you're on the right page. If this is your first time coming to my page, welcome. I'm Victory, or you call me Lab, and I'm that mathematics teacher you need in your life right now. Yes, I'm the one they were telling you about in your dream. I'm that. So we've been learning quadratic equations, and I just thought of two things. Most students have issues finding their factors when asked to factorize, or you want to solve a quadratic equation with factorization method. The issue is always to find those two numbers that when you add, you get the middle term, but when you multiply, you get the product of the first and last term. Yes, I know it is very confusing. If you understand what I mean, if you don't understand, go back to my other videos and you'll get a grip of what we are saying. Now, quadratic equation is well needed for senior secondary, no matter your level in senior secondary. If you're not able to factorize, you have issues with most questions. So that's why you need to stay with me and understand it. Now, what I was saying, if we want to find the factors of quadratic equation, like I want to factorize. If I want to factorize a quadratic expression now, and what I need to do first, let me say I give you something like this: 3x squared minus 5x plus 2. If this is the quadratic expression that is given to you, and you are asked to factorize this, the first thing you are meant to do is to get your product. And the product in this case is 3x squared times 2, that's 6x squared. Now you're looking for your middle term. Now, I thought of something. If this is what you have, and you also have this, if this is another question, and this one is another question, and this, okay, let me write this one here, and this is another question, or this is even another question. Now, this question can come in these ways. I want to use this to explain something. If you get what I'm about to explain now, you will not have issues with your factorization again. So please pay attention. Now, if this is the first quadratic equation you have, and you want to factorize this, your product is 6x squared. That's multiplying this and this will give you 6x squared. If your product is 6x squared, that you multiply this and this. Now, the product is positive, just like this one. The product here too is positive, 6x squared. Can we see that? Now, to get a positive product, two things are involved. It's either the two things you're going to be multiplying, it's positive and positive, or it's negative and negative. Like, if I have to multiply two things and it will give me positive, like the way this product here is positive and the way the product here is also positive. There are two things involved, either multiplying a positive and multiplying a negative. So what that tells you is that the two factors you need here for this one, for the first one and for the second one, the two factors you need are going to either be positive or negative. So how do you know which one you're going to pick? You look at your middle term. My middle term is negative here, so it means that since my product is positive, that my two factors are going to be negative. So when I add them up, I'm going to get a negative. Does that make any sense? Since my product is positive, and only two things that can give me positive is positive or negative. So that tells me that my factors are going to be negative since my middle term is negative. For this one, my middle term is positive, so my factors are going to be positive. This one is for when your product is positive. So that means that your middle term is going to be positive or negatives. Positive or negative. That's when your product is positive. Your middle term can be positive, or your middle term can be negative. But for this other two, if I multiply this, if I multiply the first term and last term here, my product is minus 6x squared. If I do the same thing here, my product is minus 6x squared too. Now, if you are having a negative product, There are two things that can give you a negative product: positive, negative, or negative, positive. So when your product is negative, two things are involved. One of the numbers will be positive and the other will be negative. So one of your numbers needs to be a positive and one of them needs to be a negative. But how do you know which one will be negative? How do you know which one will be positive? Look at your middle term. If your middle term is positive, it means the big number needs to be positive. If your middle term is negative, it means this big number needs to be negative. Does that make any sense? Find the factor of this, find the factor of this, find the factor of this, find the factor of this. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. If you get what I'm saying, drop the results of 1, 2, 3, 4 in the comment section, or as a deep, but in fact in the comment section. If you know what the factors of 1, 2, 3, 4 are, drop it in the comment section.